Oh, alright folks, my name is Freyn and the Winter Wonderland event has begun. It's filled with festive creatures to find and tasks to complete. So today I'm going to go through and explain what they all are and how to get your rewards. So let's begin with the guy at the centre of the event, Raptor Claus. This jolly fella will arrive on every ARK at midnight in-game time, announcing his arrival with a ho 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 and then proceeding to fly across the map dropping presents as he goes. The presents act just like a normal supply drop with a varying quality and able to carry things like saddles, weapons, armor, food, ammunition, but also the Winter Wonderland specific resources of coal, mistletoe, and even some chibis if you're lucky. Why do we need this coal and mistletoe? Well, if you head to your smithy, you'll find a selection of holiday themed items to craft. There's quite a few available, such as a selection of traditional ugly Christmas sweaters in an ARK theme. You've got some Santa hat or, again, wintry ugly beanies there. Various patterned swimming suits, and of course a good old Santa costume. Or if you're more of a builder, then why not decorate your base with some presents, a tree, snowman, some fairy lights, stockings, or even a nice reskin for the smithy and forge. There's so much you can make that those presents probably won't bring you enough of your resources. So we turn to our 4 festive new creatures to supply us with more. Starting with the Abominable Snowman. This is essentially a little mini-boss, packing a good amount of health, a snowball attack that'll slow you down, and some honestly really pretty nasty damage. I've got about 100 armor on my Thyla saddle here, and it is still absolutely pummeling me. Thankfully, it does at least take full damage from both creatures and weapons, so if you've got a good shotgun, that might be your best way of dealing with it. Or if you're feeling more adventurous, I had fun simply chasing it around with a sword, as when it's going counterclockwise, it couldn't seem to hit me properly. No matter what method you use though, killing it will reward you with a decent amount of coal and mistletoe. Next up is Santa's Big Helper. This is essentially just a Yeti with a hat. Pretty common to find and pretty easy to take down. It will give you some coal and mistletoe if you kill it, as well as its hat, which you can remove the skin from and apply to any of your own armor, saving you from crafting your own and keeping those valuable resources for something else down the line. Next we have the Reindeer. There's no killing or taming required with this one. Instead, you simply put a rock carrot in your 0 slot and go and ride it like you would an Equus, at which point it will take to the skies and start periodically doing a little carrot swinging minigame. Every time you successfully hit the target, you will receive a small amount of mistletoe and coal, and the pendulum will get faster. Note you are capable of controlling the reindeer while you're doing this, so I do recommend keeping it close to the ground, because no matter how it happens, once your ride is over, it will kick you off and vanish into thin air, leaving you with hopefully full pockets and not too much fall damage. Our 4th and final creature is the Pegomastax Grouch. By far the most annoying of the 4, the Grouch is a larger, greener version of the regular Pegomastax that you must give 3 gift boxes in order to receive your reward. These must be ones that you yourself have crafted in your smithy, and you need to keep them in your inventory. I have had them take them off the bar, but it seems to be incredibly unreliable. I would recommend leaving them in your inventory, and obviously try not to carry anything else in case it steals that instead. Once it has stolen a gift, it will run like crazy, so I do recommend trying to trap this if you can. Not the easiest task, as it is immune to bowlers and bear traps, and like all creatures in ASA, it does seem to avoid walking into a regular trap, so gates are probably going to be your only option there. After repeating the gifting process 3 times, it will display a little heart, sparkle, and throw a bunch of presents at you. These presents will contain the gift boxes it has taken from you, along with things like weapons or saddles, coal, mistletoe, and I've usually found, oddly enough, a gigaheart. And finally today we have letters to Raptor Claus. If you go up to any fireplace, you will see a bunch of new recipes. So light your fire and pick which you want. A dino, a weapon, armor, or a saddle. Only 1 letter can be written each day, and it costs 3 coal and 3 mistletoe to do so. So pick which one you want, and then simply craft it. You see at the top, Raptor Claus has received your letter, and in the bottom, you'll have a little thing saying you are currently in neutral. Killing aggressive creatures will get you on the nice list, with alphas seemingly providing the largest boost, and killing babies or passive flea creatures like Phiomia will get you on the naughty list, with both standings working their way through slightly, quite, very, and super nice or naughty to determine what sort of gift you're going to get. As always, all the gifts are still subject to the classic ARK RNG, with some people getting fantastic creatures out of it. I myself, despite being super nice, only got a low-level Triceratops. Once you've filled your meter, you will need to receive your gift, and to do so, you need to be lying in a bed beside a holiday tree when the in-game clock hits midnight, at which point Raptor Claus will arrive with his typical ho-ho-ho and drop your gift beside the tree. Now, there's probably a couple of you who are wondering what possible reason you could have for being on the super naughty end of the list, and the answer is the Krampus skin. Again, very RNG dependent, but that is how you get it. You need to completely max out your naughty meter and get that super naughty rating, and then with a bit of luck, you will be given the skin. If you do choose to go for this though, I recommend building your bed and tree outside, because along with whatever material goods Raptor Claus leaves you, he will also leave you a bit of a nasty surprise. I've no idea quite what's on the list there, but so far I've encountered Troodons, Microraptors and Arthroplura spawning on top of me, so just bear that in mind. And there we have it. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope this has been of some use to you. Enjoy the event, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.